Hi, it's Kathy Somerville here from the Quesnel District Chamber of Commerce. We're down at the trade show at the West Fraser Arena, and it has been amazing today, so thank you to everyone that's come out. It's a long procedure to get ready for a trade show. We have, at this trade show this year, we have 92 vendors, so we've got them squished into the lobby as well as their 10 by 10 booths that are inside the trade show. If you are interested in getting a booth for next year, you can contact Kathy Somerville at the Quesnel District Chamber of Commerce. And we start in early December preparing for April. So to have a visit here at the trade show today, you can see loggers. Oh, you can see Cisco mines are here. We've got I just am drawing a blank. Oh, we've got Full Throttle. We've got Make Trucks over here. We've got a lot of nonprofit groups like your Performing Arts, Lions Club, Quesnel District Heritage Association. We've got two of the spas are here. So we got Paradise Spa, Spa Riviere. So please do come on down. It is a packed house, and we're just waiting for extra customers to come and enjoy.
Grant Johannesson. I'm here representing Friends of Barkerville, the Caribou Goldfields Historical Society, and we're also representing Barkerville. It's a booth here, and we're promoting the season. So we promote, protect, and preserve in Barkerville and surrounding area. So we do trails, we do Stanley Cemetery, Blessings Grave, and then we support the projects they do in the town. And we do the Caribou Wagon Road is our present project from Stanley to Richfield, so we're promoting hiking and biking of that, using it and getting out. We raise funds, so we're selling memberships, and we want to sell season passes to Barkerville. Annual passes are available here as well. So we're ready for the season to start. It goes June 1st to September 8th, and we're ready for a good tourist season.
And yourself, how long have you been involved in this society?
I've been a director with Friends of Barkerville since 2008, and I'm a representative from Friends of Barkerville on the Barkerville Heritage Trust as a director. I've been there since 2016. So we continually are seeking funding through the government for supporting Barkerville, and that's how we're looking after the site and want people to come out and support us.
Maybe some people know about the actual historic site, but you mentioned there's lots of trails too. What is that network like, and how do you guys support it?
Yeah, there's the historic trails. So originally it was the 1861 Gold Rush Pack Trail, came through Quesnel Forks and down through Williams Lake and 150 Mile. Then later it came the Caribou Wagon Road, and that came through Stanley, up through Van Winkle and into Richfield. Then the third route is the modern route now, where it goes through Devil's Canyon, through Wells and into Barkerville. So there's been three main routes into Barkerville, and we preserve some of those trails and try and get people out to use them. Signage to show you what the highlights and viewpoints are. So it's just keeping those maintained and aware, and that's where some of our funding goes to, and our time and work and volunteer labor goes into that as well. We're on site actually maintaining the trails, but we want people to use them, so get them out there, walk it, do day trips, spend the day in Barkerville, Wells and surrounding area, visit Troll and Bower Lakes while you're out there.
And how long have you guys been involved in the trade show, and what do you guys how's it going so far?
Historically, we've paired up with Barkerville and Friends of Barkerville to do it because it's a natural fit. We've done it in the past years, so probably over the last 20 years we've done it intermittently, not every year. And last year we weren't able to do it. This year Barkerville staff were tied up and busy in projects, so we're representing them at this booth. So it's a shared partnership. It's all about promoting Barkerville.
Anything I missed or anything you'd want to share?
I think just if you can get your memberships, because that's something we're doing it new. It used to be when you got a membership with Barkerville, you'd get an annual pass, or with the Friends of Barkerville, if you got a membership, it was an annual pass. Now you buy an annual pass separately, and you buy a Friends of Barkerville membership separately. So we're selling them ourselves, and you get discounts at Barkerville, Wells, and Quesnel. There's perks to doing it. So if you buy a Friends of Barkerville membership, you get a discount into Barkerville now, 20% off. So that's new.
Great,
Okay, thanks.
So why don't you introduce yourself, why you're here, and why don't you start there?
Yeah, I'm Sarah Brown. I'm the Economic Development and Chief Financial Officer for the District of Wells. Yeah, and we're here representing Wells, or showcasing our community, reminding people that Wells is only 80 kilometers away, an hour drive, easy afternoon trip, or overnight if they want, and promoting some of our businesses that we have in town. Yeah.
And as the weather warms up, what are you looking forward to, and what does Wells offer?
Yeah, so we have a couple of restaurants that are open for dinner service. We have restaurants open during the day for breakfast and lunch. Lots of hiking, lots of outdoor activities, canoeing on Bowerton Lake, visiting Barkerville. Really, it's a playground of outdoor adventure and activity in the area. Yeah.
And why don't you tell me, your personal connection with it? I mean, I presume you there's connection. You maybe are there in the long term or the summer. What's that like?
So I'm a new resident of Wells. We moved about 6 months ago. My husband was transferred out there for work, so I've taken it on. We've loved the winter. We've just had our first winter. It hasn't been the best. The snowpack was lower than we would have wanted, but it was still great to have the outdoor activity, the snow, the snowshoeing, the cross-country skiing, downhill skiing, etc., etc. And then in the summer, we moved out there because we love the outdoor activities, and we love the canoeing, we love hiking, we love biking, we love everything that we can do right from our backyard.
And I've heard lots about the arts out there. Could you tell me about the art scene in Wells?
Absolutely. So Island Mountain Arts is our is the main organization. They offer artists in residence. They have galleries. They have shows. Lots of different activities going on. We also have a few other galleries. The Sunset Theater is local. They have shows that come in and operate through the summer. Arts Wells is back in 2024 for the first time in 5 years. So check out the Island Mountain Arts website if you're looking for more information on that. Yeah.
Anything else that I'm missing that you want to chat about?
Come to Wells. It's a great place. Easy day trip. Lots of places to stay. Campgrounds. Great place. Love it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right, maybe you could introduce yourself, where we are, what you're doing here, and the organization you're representing.
My name is Barb King, and I'm the founder of King Dog Sports Club here in Quesnel. We've been an online and now in-person club for a couple of years. Our focus is on having fun with your dog. We just play with your dog. Dogs and people of any ability can come and play. We focus on nose work, which is like hide scent and find things. We do Up Dog, which is Frisbee trials. So we offer a couple different organizations for trialing every year. And also Hoopers is the newest fun sport, which is, I don't know if you can see the hoop in there, but the dogs go through the hoops and around barrels. It's sort of like a cross between agility and herding. So yeah.
And what's the frequency of this, and where does it all take place?
So right now, we offer in a variety of locations. We have I don't know if I'm allowed to announce anything here yet, so I won't say where, but we will have an in-town venue. Hopefully, once everything gets signed in the next couple of weeks, that's fully enclosed, and we'll be able to do lots of safe classes, outside and inside. So, yeah.
And I mean, I'm not a dog owner, but is there specific types of dogs, or is this all for everybody?
It depends on the sport, but the majority of sports that we offer are for any type of dog. So, like I said, nosework is my favorite, and that's what I teach. And my dog is 14 and a half almost, and she's still going strong. Loves it. She'd do it all day, every day. My mom had dogs. She started in the sport at 12 or 13, so you can start at any age. And with the Hoopers, as well as compared to agility, it's all flat. There's no obstacles that you have to climb, so dogs of any age can do it, including puppies as well. So, yeah.
Anything else that I'm missing that you want to share with the wider community, or maybe what people, as people come here, what kind of conversations are you having?
Yeah, we've been talking to lots of people. Basically, if you're interested in a certain sport, we are bringing in people for seminars as well. So, yeah, think about that. Lost item detection shed antler hunting and ratting sports we're doing as well, and offering trials if people want to compete or just play for fun. What else we do? We're doing whatever we want to do and just having fun with our dogs. Yeah. And for people of every level too. If you have no idea, just contact us. It's kingdogsports.ca and we can chat and have fun. Thanks.
Well, hello again. Maybe you can talk about what's happening over here.
I'm still Barb King, and I also represent Pet Safe Coalition. So we've been around for about 10 years helping animals in disasters. So we have all the paperwork for you to get information onto grab-and-go bags for your dogs or cats or large animals so that you're ready in case, hopefully we won't have a bad fire season this year, but it's starting early. So definitely come down and get some information that can help you be prepared. And then we've also just launched a new program for lost pets. So we now have a fully trained team of volunteers for missing animal response. So if you lose your pet or find a pet, you can contact us and hopefully we can be able to help you get your pet back.
And is this common in cities and towns, or how did this begin for you to start this?
So it's usually not that common in smaller towns. It's very common in the U.S. where they have a larger problem usually with strays than we do here. I got into it about 5 years ago. I trained because I have 2 dogs and I wanted to train them for missing animals. So my one dog is trained to track lost cats and the other one I was training for dogs. Then my health went sideways so I couldn't do it anymore. But I've managed to convince other people to get on board, so now we have a team of about 7. And I will also be working on finishing the training on my other dog for the lost cat detection. And yeah, we'll probably be always looking for volunteers if people are interested in helping with either the disaster relief or the lost pet as well.
So yeah, I didn't realize animals are part of the searching. What type of training or how much training do they need to kind of get on board and be helped with?
So my dog, when I started, Toby, she was 9 when I started. She's a lab border collie, and she had been trained in nose work earlier. So nose work is basically you have a scent and you hide it in a certain area, and then you have your dog search everywhere. So it's very similar to lost cat detection because typically the cats will hide. So you teach your dog, and I taught her, just because she already knew how to search and everything, how to find a cat instead of the odor very quickly. Like under 3 months, she learned, okay, I'm finding this now. For the lost dogs, typically a lost dog is going to run. Like if they're scared, they'll run, and they'll run for miles. So it's a different skill. So it's trailing, and that takes about 2 years to teach a dog how to track a lost dog.
Do you have any...
Yeah, and like I know when you lose a pet or your dog runs off, people panic, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to start, who to contact. So, we have some little magnets here that people can grab with their contact info on and just give us a call or an email, and, we can help you. Even if we can't physically help, we can give you the information you need to do the best effort to find your pet as possible. Thanks.
All right. Anything I'm missing that you want to talk about?
I think we're good.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Bye. Thanks, Barb.
I'm Shannon Cass, and I'm a mortgage broker. This is actually my business, and I'm an independent mortgage broker for Cass & Co. Mortgage Services is my business. Yeah, I'm located on Reed Street, right beside Circle S, Western Wear.
Have you been part of the trade show before? What's your involvement, and I guess what's it like? What are you looking forward to this weekend?
I've been part of the trade show for many years, actually. I've been in town for over 10 years with my business, so I haven't missed too many, actually. I'm looking for mortgage clients, people that want to consolidate debt, or first-time homebuyers that want some advice on how to buy a home, anything like that. Yeah, mortgages. Yeah.
And how's the day going so far? Yeah.
It's good. It's really busy. Lots of people asking questions, so it's nice to meet some more people downtown and get involved in the community.
I guess people have questions for you.
They do. They wonder what I do as a mortgage broker. What is my role actually? Because you can go to a lot of banks individually, and I use all of the banks, TD, Scotiabank, the big banks, monoline lenders, B lending, private lending. So no matter where your status is credit-wise or your situation, regardless, I can do all that sort of lending. So it's a one-stop shop for me to basically match you with a mortgage that's best for you. So that's helpful. My service is free. I only charge when it's private lending. I get paid actually from the lenders when it's the atypical side, A lending to big banks, that sort of thing. So no brainer to come see me then.
Can you tell me about any trends or patterns or how things have been, where things are going? Those are big questions about mortgage and housing and all that.
Well, I mean, it's unprecedented times really what we're facing right now, but their prediction is to have the rates come down, obviously, over the next few years, slowly. I believe they're going to be Bank of Canada meets on June 5th, and the prediction is they're going to drop the prime rate by 0.25%. So everyone's hoping for that to happen. There's a lot of rules in the mortgage world right now, halting kind of spending, but we'll see those turn around, I'm sure, within the next year. Yeah.
And how long have you been in Quesnel, this area? What's your connection to it? And yeah.
I've been in Quesnel since 2010, so 14 years, and I've been a mortgage broker here for just over 10. Yeah, so I moved here with my spouse. He got a job offer here at one of the mills. Yeah.
So my name's Jessie Lisk. My business is Imperfectly Perfect Boutique. I'm a Western fashion online boutique. I do travel to some bigger rodeos and stuff. I'm from Quesnel, BC. Yep, and I've been in business for just over 2 years now. And yeah, I ship across Canada. I have customers in the States, and I've even shipped to Australia, which is really cool.
So do you produce things locally? Do you design things? What's the business side of it and your involvement?
So I source everything from the States. There's wholesalers down there who I purchase from. I do make some of the necklaces, but that's about as far as I'm involved. And yeah, I do try to source products that are handmade by other people as well. But a lot of it is, like I said, from the States, and I buy from wholesalers.
And I mean, you're local to Quesnel. How have you been to the trade show before? What's the experience so far this year?
So I was here last year, and so this would be my second year here. It's been great. There's tons of people coming through. It's really good business exposure because lots of people don't know that I'm here because I'm predominantly online. So it's good PR that way, and it's been great, and got to see lots of people that I know, and all that stuff.
How much? I mean, you mentioned rodeos. Do you travel a lot in the summers then? How, in terms of the flow of, your schedule and all that?
Yeah, so it's mostly in the summertime. I only go to 3 of the big rodeos. One was Armstrong, and then Ponoka, and then the Canadian Finals Rodeo. Both the Canadian Finals Rodeo and Ponoka are in Alberta, so yeah.
Awesome. Anything else you want to share, or anything that I didn't ask you want to talk about?
No, I think that's good. Just check out my website. It's imperfectlyperfect.ca.
Okay, I gotta ask. Maybe you can talk about how you came up with the name.
Well, it's just so I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I was having a really hard time with that. So there was a part in my life before I started the business that I always had to tell myself everything's imperfectly perfect, and just kind of let go of those constraints that we tend to put on ourselves to try and be perfect, because nothing's ever perfect. So that's where that came from.
And then, I mean, you said you started business 2 years ago. Is that right?
Yeah.
Those are big decisions. Was it like a moment of hey, I'm going to do it, or did you mull over that decision? At what point did you say, this is what the direction I'm taking my life?
So I kind of got inspiration from
girls in the States, a lot of people have boutiques down there, and Canada was kind of lacking in the like Western fashion. I mean, you have your usual like Western stores, but there's also this kind of like contemporary Western fashion that we weren't really seeing up here. So I decided to open my own shop, and then like my parents are from New Mexico, so I love like the Southwest and like turquoise and just kind of that like vibe from down there. So that's kind of where that all came from. It was kind of a rash decision, but it was a good decision, and it's been fun, and I'm really enjoying it.
Hi, I am Vivian Briggs. I recently just got married. I'm still getting used to saying my married name. My family immigrated here from Switzerland, but I was born and raised here in Quesnel, BC on a big dairy farm. So always been around animals. I love dogs, and that's kind of the main reason why I got into this business of selling raw dog food, because I feel that, you know, the best thing for your animals is feeding them a good diet. They're part of your family. You want to stick them around. You want them to stick around for as long as they possibly can, and their health and happiness, I believe, stems from the food that they eat. So that's kind of how I got into this, and it's been so great. Lots of people are interested, and you know, getting onto the raw food diet train. It's still a fairly new thing, so getting a lot of knowledge out there about that has been a little challenging, but it's coming. So yeah.
Can you tell, I mean, what are some of the misconceptions or the things you have to either correct or teach people about this diet?
So there's like a lot of like misinformation out there about, you know, raw dog food not being good for your animals because it is raw food. So just reminding people that dogs are natural, born and bred carnivores and omnivores. Like, they were meant to eat raw meat, meant to digest raw meat. So very, very good for their gut health. And then there's a lot of like information out there that there is like no like nutritional breakdown as to what's in raw food, and that's what people struggle with a lot of the time. But when you think about when you buy a bag of kibble and you look at all the ingredients on a bag of kibble, like 75% of it you can't even pronounce, right? That's all the extra filler and garbage that kind of goes into kibble. And kibble is baked at such high temperatures that there's little to no nutrients left in it. So your dogs really aren't gaining much from the kibble. It's kind of just going in and going out. So they're not absorbing any nutrients versus like a raw food diet. This is the best way to put it, they poop way less. So they're absorbing so much of the food that they're eating, which like in turn, like you see so many amazing benefits like less shedding, like they have a super shiny coat, no dandruff, clean ears, way better dental health, way less poop. They drink quite a bit less water, which a lot of people are shocked about, but there's so much more hydration in a raw food diet versus kibble. Kibble tends to make dogs super thirsty. That's why they drink so much. So just kind of getting past people past their fear of like actual raw food and handling raw food. Raw food is super safe to handle. It's kind of like when you're cooking your own raw meat at home for yourselves. You just got to wash your hands, pick up your dog's lick mats or bowls once they're done, put them in the dishwasher, make sure everything, like all the cleaning is safe, but very safe to handle, super safe for your dogs. You do have to deworm them like 3 to 4 times a year, but that's common when you're feeding kibble as well. So those are some of the things that we see the most. It's just people's fear of feeding raw dog food, the effects it has on your dog, which I promise are really good things. And yeah, just like letting people know that the nutritional value that your dog needs is in a raw food diet.
My name's Sue Furstenberg. I'm with the G.R. Baker Memorial Hospital Auxiliary. We do different fundraisers, and the money that we collect goes back into the hospital with we buy instrumentation for the hospital. We have TVs that we rent. We have a shop in the hospital. We're out here. We take donations. We have book sales. We have a cart that we take around to people in the hospital. And that's basically what we do. Try to put the money back into the hospital for the community.
And is this run by volunteers essentially?
It's all volunteer work, yeah. And we're hoping today to attract some new volunteers because mostly it's people that have retired already and are aging out kind of thing. So we need more people, like most organizations. So that's our plan for today. Yeah.
And what about yourself? How long have you been involved in the auxiliary?
I've just been maybe 7-8 years. There's some people that have been in our organization for 40 and 50 years. So yeah, that's really committed. Yeah. So
And so I'm seeing behind it $1.45 million. Is that over the years?
Yeah, over the years. Yeah. Yeah. So
what? Yeah, can you tell me? You said equipment for the hospital.
Yes. Up here you can see there's chairs for the chemo unit. We've bought those. We've bought incubators for babies, wheelchairs, a hover mat. That's a special mat for people that have long-term laying and they don't get bed sores. Fetal heart monitor. We've also bought large instrumentation for the lab, and I believe X-ray too. When we've got a surplus of funds, we've helped them out with that kind of thing too. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Anything I'm missing, or any other way? When people visit the hospital, the shop itself is also run by the auxiliary. Is that right?
Yes, there's a little shop. It's right by admitting, in the main part of the hospital. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Sally Service, and I'm a member of the Board of Directors for the North Cariboo Seniors Council. The council came into being in 2019. Mayor Bob Simpson at the time asked groups in Quesnel who worked with or were involved with seniors to come to a sort of information gathering meeting, and out of that meeting and another meeting, the council was born. And our mandate is, we have two sort of main objects in terms of our mandate. One is to support programs that work with seniors, that helps seniors that are already in existence. And an example of that is the free income tax service that is provided here for seniors and other folks who need it, February, March, and April. And that group has now become one of our projects, so we are able to fundraise for them. The other half of our mandate is to identify services or programs or needs in the community that aren't being focused on, and try to either find support for that program already, and so the one that we have that has most long-standing program is our meals. We do frozen meals for seniors. Once a month they get 2 frozen meals, which are big enough to actually be 2 meals each, sort of thing. And local groups in the community do the cooking. We provide the groceries. They do the cooking and box it up, freeze it, and have volunteers to deliver. So those are our sort of 2 mandates. And we're still young, just 5 years, but we've been fortunate enough to apply for some grants from various organizations, and which have helped us fund what we're doing. We have an office in Spirit Square where the bylaw folks are, and a coordinator who's there. I think she's there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we're always looking for volunteers, people to join the board, and people who have ideas for ways to help seniors in the community.
What have been some of the challenges, maybe especially in the last few years? I don't know how big of a challenge COVID was.
Well, COVID was, because of course it meant everything kind of stopped. But we've managed to pick up. I would say that there are challenges that that would benefit this community if we had more money and more bodies, more power, more members. But we're managing, and we've got a list of people who've signed up to become members today and who are interested in coming to a meeting to see what we're all about, because they think they might like to join the operation, which is good. And we need more people to. Always will need more volunteers. So that's about all I have to say.
Donald, and this is Quesnel Community Living Association. We work with adults with disabilities. So myself, I'm a support worker. So we work with anybody from the age of 19 and up. We have several different programs through our organization, and currently we're here today because we are seeking board members. Because we're nonprofit, we have a board that helps us with our decisions, make all of our decisions, and we're looking for members to join them. So we have some information here and a couple different freebies to give away, and hopefully we can get some interest.
And how long have you been involved with the organization? What makes you? I mean, obviously you're employed, but what kind of helps you keep going with this work?
So I've been in this line of work for about 9 years. I've been with this company for just over a year, and quality of life is huge. So helping individuals increase their quality of life through whatever supports that we can give is huge. I love this company. We have a self-advocacy group. We do a lot with the community. It's wonderful.
And is that supporting people in terms of them continue to live in their home, or is there actual shelter or facilities that people live in?
We have both. So we do have housing available for individuals depending what program they're in, and then we also do have individuals that have their own home as well, that might come into a day program that we have, but then they go back home at night. I myself work in a residential home. I work graveyard shift, so I help out with all the house stuff at night, and we have all sorts of different programs. We help with employment. We have Empties for Abilities. So our individuals, they all get together at a facility that we have, and they sort bottles that the community donates, and then that helps them be paid.
And where could people drop off the bottles, and maybe what's the best way to connect with the organization if they're not able to come this weekend?
Absolutely. So we have Empties for Abilities. We have 5 different locations in town. So our main office is on Doherty Drive, and we have one there. And then there's the CDC, Frank's Supermarket, Safeway, and Quesnel Vet Clinic. They all have a big bin outside of there where you can put your empties. And we're located, our main office is on Doherty Drive. If there's any questions in regards to employment or the bottles or being part of the board, you can contact QCLA, or you can go on their website, www.qcla.ca, and then we have some information here as well. You can drop off a resume at 658 Doherty Drive.
Thank you. Anything else I'm missing that you want to talk about?
I don't know. I think that's good.
Awesome. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So my name is Carol Fichter, and my company is Quesnel Safety Solutions. So we're new to Quesnel. We started last year. We do drug and alcohol testing. We do respirator fit testing, training, and we sell retail like safety supplies, first aid supplies. Basically, if you need it for your work environment, if you come see me, I can find it, or I can find somebody that can help you out.
And where are you guys located? Is there a physical store to visit you at?
Yes, there is. So we're at 3586 Hilborn Road. So it is down below the Canco on 2 Mile Flat. So it's a business that myself and my partner started because you could not get drug and alcohol testing in Quesnel. You had to go to either Prince George or Williams Lake. So we decided that we wanted to be able to provide this service locally. And with the solutions, it just came that we bring as much to the community as we could. So, yes.
And how have things been going so far with operating your own business?
It's been going good. It's picking up definitely as people learn that we're here. It was kind of a slow winter for everybody. It just, without the cold and everything, it wasn't as busy as it normally is. So things are definitely picking up. The city's starting to buzz and everybody's getting more involved again. So.
Great. Anything else you want to share about your company, or even how the trade show is going, and how it impacts your business?
So the trade show this year is going really well. We have some amazing booths set up. I mean, if people have time to come down and see it, definitely come down, enjoy it, see what Quesnel has to offer. It's a great place to see all the businesses in your backyard. So I think it's great. Kathy, the lady that puts it together, does an absolutely amazing job each and every year. She goes above and beyond, and as a business owner, I'm very grateful to her. So I'm very happy to be part of Quesnel and to be able to bring the business and be part of everything here.
And what you mentioned where you are physically, website, social media, where can people find you guys there?
Absolutely. So our website is just QuesnelSafetySolutions.com, and we're on Facebook, just under Quesnel Safety Solutions. On Facebook, you can like and share, and if you need anything, give me a shout.
So my name is Kirby Booker. I'm the prevention officer with the Quesnel Fire Department for the city of Quesnel. So today we just have a lot of Fire Smart resources set up for homeowners and landowners in partnership with the BC Wildfire Service. And then we also have a lot of information and activities for kids about home fire safety for structure fires that kind of applies all year round. So we're just chatting with people today, seeing what they've done to prepare their properties for the summer, and also what plans they have in place if a home fire should occur at any time during the year. And just giving stuff for the kids to do to sort of get them excited about fire safety and things like that.
It's April, there's fires around, people are getting a little nervous. What's kind of the top things that you recommend to people to do or to look for, to assess around their home?
For around their home, what we really recommend with our partners with BC Wildfire and Fire Smart BC and Fire Smart Canada is starting close to your home. So when you first look at it, it seems like there's a lot of stuff you could do, replacing your roof, replacing your siding. Those are good things to do, but at the same time, you don't have to tackle a huge project like that right away. Start cleaning up the needles around your house. So start with that first 1.5 meters right around your house, and then work outwards from there. So things like not storing your firewood on your deck, moving that away in the summer, raking up debris, limbing the trees that are close to your house, so eliminating those ladder fuels. Because then you're making your house a lot more defensible for us and our firefighters if we ever have to come in there. You're just making our job much faster and much more efficient.
And how long have you been involved with all of this?
Well, I used to work for the Forest Service for about 10 years on the wildland side of things, and then I've been with the City Fire Department for 7 years as a volunteer, and I guess 3 years now as a career member of the staff full-time. So I guess almost 20 years altogether, in some degree involved with fire.
And what keeps you here, and what keeps you motivated to keep working?
I think for me it's the working with my crews, my colleagues. We have great leadership here and great collaboration with our partners, with the Quesnel Fire Zone, the Caribou Fire Center, all the crews and local contractors, our firefighters here at the halls in the city. It's just the best team you could ever work with when we're needed. We hope we aren't needed all the time, but if we are, it's great being a part of that team.
And if people aren't able to get down here, what's the best way to get more information?
There's a couple ways. If you're interested in fire smarting your property, there's excellent resources online, firesmarts.ca. A lot of those resources are also posted or linked on the City of Quesnel website, and if you don't live in the city, the Caribou Regional District. You also can always just give us a call at the fire hall in the city if you're looking for advice. There are local FireSmart representatives here in the city. If you call City Hall, who will come out to your property and assess your property and give you an idea of where you should start, and that's absolutely free. Those assessments are free for anybody.
Great. Anything else I'm missing that you want to chat about?
No, I always tell people make sure you have working smoke detectors and check them every month in your home. Make sure you have a fire extinguisher at home. And yeah, start doing that fire smarting. Start now. As soon as the snow's gone, start clearing up your property. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, my name is Bob Zimmerman. I'm president of the Quesnel Search and Rescue Society. Also, I'm one of the senior search managers, of which our other members are here with us as a manager. I've been involved with the Quesnel group for close to 30 years from when I first transferred here with the RCMP, and just found it very community organized, very well organized for helping out people within the community. And we're just ready for a need for if someone's out in the bush needs to rescued or help, that's what we're there for. We also have our Adventure Smart program that we go through for the grade 4 children at schools, where we call it Hug a Tree program, and it teaches the children that if they're lost, what they should be doing and make themselves safe so we can find them a little easier. But no, it's a very informative group. Our Adventure Smart also tells people making trip plans and letting someone else know where you're going. So if you don't show up, we have an idea where to start looking for you. Because the Caribou is such a vast area. We've got something like 32,000 square miles for our area alone to cover. So it's a large zone. But we find the community is very supportive. And our volunteers are always anxious to go out and help. We also like to make sure the community knows that they are not charged a fee for our service. If something happens, we get called out by the EMCR, Emergency Management, and they cover the cost through the government for something. We don't want people to think that they're afraid to call us out because they may get charged for a helicopter bill or whatever, but no, nobody's charged for that. So I just like to be there for service for the people, and it comes with quiet times, busy times, it kind of varies. But we also offer mutual aid. We're from 100 Mile House to Williams Lake, Prince George, Mackenzie, Vanderhoof. We've been all over those different areas assisting them, and then they call on us as well to assist them. So it's a very workable idea for the North.
And what about people who do want to get involved? What kind of, do they need training or experience? What have you seen as a good kind of outlook to get involved with search and rescue?
Well, we actually have a web page. It's quesnelsar.ca, and in there it explains about our application process. You don't actually have to be trained to join us, because we will train you up. But of course, any training you have is good to have for us. But that's, like I say, our webpage has the application form you can send in, and then there's a complete application process we have to go through with the board, and hopefully it works out.
Thanks. Anything else I'm missing or you want to chat about?
No, I think I sort of ran off at the mouth there for a while, covering all the things we have, but no, it's a great community organization. It's all volunteer. Nobody gets paid, and we just get reimbursed any valid expenses that occur. So, thank you. Well, thank you.
Hi, my name's Juanita Dalzell. I'm from Prince George, BC. Real quick, I took my business over from a sister who started it. She passed away from cancer after 2 years, so I changed my name to Sister Soup Factory in honor of her, and I've turned it into a full-time business.
And tell me about this weekend. You're here in Quesnel. Have you done this show before, or what's the importance of it for the business?
I have done this show before. I do a lot of trade shows. That's kind of what I like to do the best. I do have them in many stores in BC and Alberta, but I really prefer one-on-one with my customers. So I like to travel and do lots of trade shows.
And what kind of response do you get from people? Because soup is it's a warmth, it's a thing. When you're sick, you want it. Yeah, tell me about the process.
You bet. My soups are very, very convenient. I make them fresh by hand, and I don't add any extra salt. People love that they're low sodium. And they just work great for busy families. They're quick, they're easy, and they're healthy. They're diabetic friendly, heart healthy. So yeah, I get a lot of repeat customers.
And in Quesnel, where can people find the soup?
You can find my soups at Dragonfly Naturals, health food store on Reed Street. And now 53 North has a new meat market, and they carry my soups also.
Great. And then where else can people find you online, or what's the best way to get in touch?
Yes, you can look me up on Facebook. I do have a website also, www.sisterssoupfactory.com.
Anything else I'm missing you want to talk about?
I think I pretty much summed it up.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So my name is May Bodgner, and I own a small business called Building Literacy Together. It is kind of a twofold business. So I am a tutor, a multisensory tutor. So I tutor reading, writing, and spelling, mostly to children who are struggling, but some just want to get ahead and do that as well. And then I also sell educational resources and sensory items. So, yeah.
And how long you've been running the business, and maybe how long have you been at the trade show?
This is my first year at the trade show. I've been tutoring since 2017. The retail side of my business just started in September. Yeah.
And is that are you more locally, or I guess you're online with your business?
I'm not very much online yet. I do have a website. I do not do online orders at this time. I'm mostly just home-based, so my tutoring is all run out of my home, and my products I bring to different events. So you'll see me at different farmers markets around the community, Christmas markets and things like that, and here at the trade show.
And what's been the response like for families who you connect with and that you help?
That is a good question. Well, I'm pretty busy as far as the tutoring is concerned. I have a pretty full load right now of students. The products is a little bit slower going, but I think that's just because I don't have a storefront. I'm not out there every week or every day with my products. But when I do bring them out, I seem to get a lot of positive feedback and a lot of interest. Yeah.
And how can people find more information, whether that's the tutoring side or the products?
They can call me, or they can also look on my website. So www.buildingliteracytogether.com is my website, and it'll have contact information on there. You can also, I don't know if I should give my number. Okay.
I think website.
Website. Okay, you can also find me on Facebook too. I do have a Facebook page. So same thing, Building Literacy Together. So yeah.
Thanks. Anything else I'm missing or you want to chat about?
At the trade show this weekend, I do have some nice polar fleece puppets and wool puppets that are on sale for 15% off.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Chandra Lawler. I'm the owner of TL Designs here in Quesnel. We're a local embroidery company. This is Sabrina Jackson. Hi.
Cool. And what's the weekend, or I guess today, been like so far? Yeah.
It's been lots of fun down here, really busy, lots of people coming through. We've been giving lots of giveaways away, lots of prizes, lots of kids coming to play our soccer game. It's been good.
I'm seeing there's a lot of designs around here. How long have you been running the company, and what's it like serving Quesnel, I presume, or you can tell me if not.
I've had the company for 10 years now, so yeah, we do a lot of business all throughout Quesnel and throughout the province.
And have you been to the trade show for many years? What's that experience been like?
This is our second year coming here. Tons of fun. We enjoy it. We're happy to come back.
And what's the best part of what you do, or what keeps you motivated and doing what you do?
Ooh, that's a tough question. It's always something different. Everybody's logo is different. What they want is different. So we're not doing the same job day in, day out. Even though we're still working with clothing, we always get to do a different design, different colors. So it changes up every day. It's lots of fun.
And what's the best way to find you guys or contact?
Generally through email's better. We do have a Facebook page, but if they want to email or call us, that's probably the easiest way to reach us.
Anything else I'm missing that you want to talk about?
I don't think so at the moment.
Okay, well, you have a long day ahead tomorrow too, I guess, right? So,
Another full day.
thank you.
Sure. My name is Gabriela Castañeda Villarreal. I'm representing the Quesnel Arts Council, and we're just trying to reach out for people. In general, we're trying to promote art, culture, and heritage. That's our deal. We're a non-profit association, so we're funded through grants and to other people who help us. We are not a government association. I want to make that clear. And we just bring events, free events for everybody. Like for example, we have an event on June 1st. It's going to be a children's festival. We're going to have bouncy castles, going to be concerts. We hire a person who do like with puppets, a puppet show. It's going to be very fun. And it's free for everybody. So if you have time on June the 1st, please come by at the Le Bourdet Park. And just in general, asking people to come and do art. Get out, try to paint, trying to draw, whatever. I think everybody should do some type of art. And they're just going to bring good things to the community.
Great, and tell me about, your role. It sounds like you're new to this role. What are you looking forward to? What are some of the challenges that you see ahead?
Well, I've just started as executive director. Before Dina she's an excellent executive director. But right now I think I'm focusing more like on bringing people into doing arts and getting involved in it. If you ask me like on my dream, because I'm a dreaming person, I would like to see Quesnel as a place where people go from other places to see like people performing or events, like Wells, like how they make money out of it. And like we have the wood industry, why we cannot have a big performing industry and having artists here. So I would like to see this place as a place that people stay or move from other places to make their artistic career. But there are just dreams. I hope one day we can do that, make that happen.
Great, and how else can people get involved in the Arts Council?
So we have different ways or different levels in which you can get involved. You can become a volunteer. You can come to we are located at the rec center. We have our office over there. Volunteer just basically whenever you have free time, we send you a list of things you can help. You choose whatever you want, very easy things to do. There's other ways to be member. In this case, you are in the board and you can give your ideas. If people, at different levels, people are more involved or like arts in a different way. So if you want to cooperate more, you can pay $10 a year. Like, come on, people spend more on coffee than on art, so you can pay $10 a year. You can go to the meetings, present your ideas, vote for new ideas, and it's a way to be more involved in this part. Or if you are a business owner, you can sponsor us or donate. There's so many ways you can help to make art things happen in Quesnel.
So you mentioned June 1st. What other things do you know that are happening kind of throughout the next few months or the next year?
Oh, we do Canada Day. We're going to have Indigenous Day. So I'll see like the Quesnel Arts Council like an umbrella. And under our umbrella, there's so many associations like the Friendship Society, the Live Performance Art. There's so many events happening. So we're trying to help all of members to get out the word, make people go to the events. So there's tons of events. I'll recommend you to go to the Arts Council in Quesnel website. We have a calendar, we have everything. Like there's tons of events happening in Quesnel. So if you're bored at home, it's because you don't want to do something, because there's a lot of things happening.
And what is that website and other social media ways to connect?
Sure, I'm going to show you over here. We have our Facebook is just basically Quesnel, and District Community Arts Council. It's a long name. And our website is www.quesnelarts.com. Easy as that, Quesnel Art. Yeah.
Anything else I'm missing or anything you want to share or talk about?
No, thank you so much for the interview. I just think that people should go out and do more art.
I'm Delane Millette. I'm the president of the Quesnel Festival of the Performing Arts. And this weekend we're here to promote performance opportunities for children in our community.
And I mean, performing arts, that could be such a wide scope of things. What do we see in the community in terms of performing arts?
Well, right now we provide 5 different festivals in the city during the year. One for piano, one for dance, one for speech arts, one for singing, and then a celebration of the stars. And our celebration of the stars is coming up this Saturday, May the 4th. So people hopefully will come out to that, and we're excited about it. But we have such exceptional talent here that we really are looking at ways of providing workshops and all the opportunities that we can for kids to be able to take their passion and actually funnel it into performing and getting feedback from people. And I also think it's very important because of the fact that music, it crosses barriers, it breaks down barriers, it helps people to communicate in different ways and to gain confidence. And that's what we're hoping for our kids. It's a healthy way for them to learn to reach out, to be transparent about their feelings, and it's just all around fantastic. And we have provincial group going off to provincial festival this month, and they're going to do well because Quesnel is a talented city, and we have caring, talented teachers. We just need more chances for kids to get out there and perform and feel good about what they're doing.
Great. And how can people find more information about the upcoming event and about the whole festival?
Well, they can go to QFPA, which is Quesnel Festival of the Performing Arts.org, which is our website, or we're on Facebook as well. So they can come and visit Quesnel Festival of the Performing Arts on the Facebook page and find out what they need to find out. But by the way, we are looking for somebody who can help us with our website and with our Facebook page. So if anybody out there is able to do those things, by all means, contact us, and so that we can, we will use your services. Thank you.
Thank you.
Volunteer.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Tony.
Anything else I'm missing that you want to talk about?
Well, we're so excited because we're seeing the kids get results in other cities and in other places where they're being well supported, and we really want people to know that we've got the greatest kids in the world, and they are second to no one. These kids that we have in our city, and they really do need the support of the people who are here.
Thank you for all your work.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Hi, my name is Tanya Shimko, and I have Spectrum Art Studios, and so I do art. I do art classes that are weekly, ongoing classes for kids and adults. I do painting parties where I come into the person's home with their friends, their family, or kids' birthday parties, and then I do the same thing in businesses. So I'll go into businesses for team building or for fundraisers, and then I do a monthly night at Wings where people come and they eat and drink, or and paint a picture. Yeah. Business.
And how long have you been doing with Spectrum?
The Spectrum name has been around for like 7 or 8 years. Here in Quesnel, about 5 since I moved back. But I've been teaching art for about 25 years.
And where's the best place to get more information about Spectrum?
They can check online. SpectrumArtStudios.ca is my website, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram. Yeah.
Great. Anything I'm missing or anything you want to talk about? Anything upcoming?
Yes. So, yeah. So I'm also a health and grief coach as well. So I do Grief Cafe every Sunday evening from 7 until about 8:30 or 9 at Clayton's Funeral Home. And then I do one-on-one as well. So it can be helping someone through their grief. It can just be they just are making a life change and they want help with it. I do that too.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.